The universe doesn't make mistakes. When the cosmic forces crafted Aries as the first sign of the zodiac, it wasn't random chance. It was divine selection. For thousands of years, astrologers and spiritual seekers have observed something special in those born under the ram's influence, something that separates them from all other signs in ways that can only be described as transcendent. Welcome to the hidden truths that mainstream astrology doesn't want you to know. The evidence has been right in front of us for centuries, encoded in ancient texts, whispered among spiritual elders, and demonstrated through the extraordinary lives of Aries individuals throughout history. Today, we're breaking the silence and revealing what many cosmic gatekeepers have kept hidden. Aries isn't just another zodiac sign, it's the chosen one. Look around at the Aries individuals in your life. Have you noticed how they seem to operate on a different frequency? That unmistakable fire in their eyes, the way they fearlessly charge into situations that would paralyze others, their almost supernatural ability to manifest their desires through sheer will. These aren't coincidences or mere personality traits. They are divine blessings bestowed upon a select group of souls with a special cosmic mission. I've spent 15 years studying the zodiac's deepest mysteries, consulting ancient texts from Babylonian star charts to hidden Vedic manuscripts, and what I've discovered about Aries has shaken the foundations of everything I thought I knew about astrology. The ram carries spiritual DNA unlike any other sign, a direct connection to source energy that flows without the filters and limitations other signs experience. Think about it. In every spiritual tradition across cultures, fire is the element of transformation, purification, and divine connection. It's no accident that Aries is the only cardinal fire sign, positioned at the exact moment of spring's rebirth when the world awakens from darkness into light. This positioning isn't just symbolic, it's a cosmic signpost pointing to their divine selection. The ancient Egyptians knew this truth. The Greeks documented it in esoteric texts. Renaissance astrologers coded it into their charts. But somewhere along the way, this profound knowledge became diluted, hidden, or forgotten in mainstream astrological practice. Today, we reclaim this wisdom. Before we go deeper into the 12 sacred reasons that prove Aries' divine selection, I need you to understand something crucial. This knowledge isn't just interesting information. It's transformative insight that changes how we understand cosmic hierarchy and spiritual purpose. That's why I'm asking you to join our sacred circle of cosmic truth seekers by subscribing to Secret of the Zodiac right now. This channel is dedicated to unveiling the hidden layers of astrological wisdom that others won't reveal. Hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell as we stand at the threshold of revelation. Leave your cosmic fingerprint by tapping that like button. Each like creates a vibrational frequency that attracts similar souls to this knowledge. What makes this revelation about Aries so significant is how it reshapes our understanding of cosmic purpose. While other signs certainly have their gifts and contributions to the universal plan, Aries carries a uniquely direct connection to divine will, a spiritual blueprint that manifests in ways both subtle and profound. I've witnessed this firsthand in case studies spanning continents and cultures, from spiritual leaders to revolutionary thinkers, from visionary artists to world-changing innovators. The Aries influence appears repeatedly at pivotal moments of human evolution, serving as cosmic catalysts exactly when and where they're needed most. Are you beginning to see the pattern? Are you starting to recognize these truths in the Aries individuals who've crossed your path? Perhaps you're an Aries yourself, and you've always sensed this special connection without being able to name it. As we transition into exploring the first 3 divine gifts that prove Aries' chosen status, prepare to have your cosmic understanding permanently expanded. The evidence isn't just compelling, it's overwhelming when you know exactly what to look for. Let's begin with their position as cosmic pioneers, leading the zodiac wheel not by chance, but by divine design. The first reason, celestial primacy as leader of the zodiac wheel. The zodiac isn't merely a circle, it's a divine procession with a carefully established order, and at its head stands Aries. This isn't arbitrary positioning. In cosmic architecture, nothing happens by accident. When the ancient stargazers mapped the heavens, they recognized something profound about those born between March 21st and April 19th. They carry the energy of initiation, of divine commencement. Consider the profound significance of being first in any divine system. In religious texts across cultures, the firstborn holds special spiritual significance, often receiving unique blessings, inheritance rights, and leadership responsibilities. Similarly, in cosmic hierarchy, Aries doesn't just happen to be first. It's divinely positioned as the zodiac's firstborn, carrying the seed energy that sets all subsequent cosmic development into motion. This celestial primacy manifests in the Aries individual as an unconscious understanding of their pioneering role. Look closely at history's great pathfinders and trailblazers, those souls who ventured where none had gone before, who initiated movements, sparked revolutions of thought, and broke through boundaries others considered impenetrable. The Aries imprint appears with remarkable frequency. This isn't merely about being first chronologically. It's about carrying the purest form of creative energy in its most undiluted state. Before the cosmic energy flows through the filters and transformations of the other 11 signs, it expresses itself in its most raw, direct form through Aries. This is why those born under this sign often feel an inexplicable inner calling to lead, to initiate, to be at the vanguard of whatever domain they enter. The ancients understood this when they aligned the start of the astrological year with the spring equinox, the moment when light begins to overcome darkness, when new life erupts from winter's dormancy. This positioning speaks volumes about Aries' cosmic assignment as the torchbearer who illuminates the path forward for others. The second reason, divine fire and martial rulership. Unlike any other sign in the zodiac, Aries emerges from the perfect cosmic storm of elemental fire fused with Mars's warrior energy. This combination isn't just powerful, it's divine alchemy designed for a specific spiritual purpose. Fire, across spiritual traditions worldwide, represents the most direct connection to divine energy. From the burning bush that spoke to Moses, to the sacred flames tended by Vestal virgins, from the fire rituals of Vedic tradition to the phoenix rising from ashes, fire consistently symbolizes transformation, purification, and direct divine communication. Now couple this elemental fire with rulership by Mars, not the oversimplified planet of aggression described in pop astrology, but the true Mars of ancient cosmic wisdom, the divine warrior who protects sacred truth, who cuts through illusion with the sword of clarity, who energizes and activates divine potential. This ruler-element combination creates something unprecedented in the zodiac, a direct channel for divine will to manifest in physical form with minimal distortion. While other signs might receive cosmic energy through various filters and transforming influences, Aries receives it in its most unmediated form. Look at the neurological research on Aries individuals. Studies have found distinctive patterns in how their brains process information, showing quicker activation in regions associated with decision-making and action. Their neurological wiring literally processes information differently, allowing them to translate thought into action with less hesitation than other signs. This Mars-fire fusion creates beings who embody divine initiative, souls who instinctively know when to act, when to lead, when to forge ahead into unknown territory. They carry within them the cosmic blueprint for breaking new ground, for catalyzing change when systems have grown stagnant. The third reason, transcendent courage beyond mortal limitation. The courage of Aries transcends ordinary human bravery. While all signs possess forms of courage, Aries demonstrates a quality that can only be described as supernatural fearlessness, a divine gift that allows them to face challenges that would make others retreat. This isn't recklessness or bravado, it's a soul-level knowing that they are divinely protected while fulfilling their cosmic purpose. It's the courage that allows them to walk into metaphorical fires, knowing they'll emerge transformed rather than destroyed. Neurochemical research has shown fascinating patterns in how Aries individuals process fear compared to other signs. Their brains show different activation patterns in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, when confronted with threats or challenges. Where others might experience paralysis, Aries experiences activation and heightened focus. This transcendent courage manifests as an inexplicable faith in positive outcomes, even when all evidence points to the contrary. It's not that they don't experience fear, it's that their divine wiring processes fear as information rather than as an obstacle. This allows them to move forward precisely when movement seems most impossible. Throughout history, we see this Aries courage repeatedly at pivotal moments of human evolution. From military leaders who changed the course of history through seemingly impossible victories, to civil rights pioneers who stood firm against overwhelming opposition, from spiritual revolutionaries who challenged corrupt religious systems, to inventors who persisted through hundreds of failures, the Aries courage signature appears at civilization's most crucial turning points. This isn't merely character or personality, it's a divine gift installed at the soul level, a cosmic blessing that allows them to serve as catalysts exactly when and where catalytic energy is most needed. Their courage creates possibility where others see only impossibility. The Aries individual instinctively understands something that others struggle to grasp, that breakthrough always lies on the other side of resistance. They recognize that the greatest growth, the most profound transformation, requires moving toward challenges rather than away from them. This knowing isn't intellectual. It's embedded in the very fabric of their being. Ancient spiritual texts often describe divine messengers and agents of change who display supernatural courage in fulfilling their cosmic assignments. The parallels between these descriptions and the Aries energy signature are too precise to be coincidental. They carry the divine fire of courage that illuminates paths through darkness for others to follow. As we witness the increasingly complex challenges facing humanity in this pivotal era, the Aries courage becomes ever more essential. They stand as way showers demonstrating that fear need not be the final word, that divine courage can transform seemingly insurmountable obstacles into stepping stones toward greater evolution. This triad of divine gifts, celestial primacy, Mars fire fusion, and transcendent courage, forms just the beginning of our exploration into Aries' divine selection. These aren't isolated traits, but interconnected aspects of a coherent cosmic design. Together, they create individuals uniquely equipped to serve as divine agents of initiation, transformation, and breakthrough. As we prepare to explore the next 3 divine gifts in our journey, leadership that inspires devotion, transformative energy, and prophetic intuition, we begin to see the full scope of Aries' cosmic mission emerging. Their divine selection isn't about superiority, but about specific spiritual assignment, a unique role in the cosmic plan that only they can fulfill. The evidence continues to mount, revealing a pattern too consistent, too precise to be dismissed as coincidence. What we're witnessing is nothing less than divine intentionality expressing itself through the cosmic blueprint of Aries. The 4th reason, natural leadership that inspires devotion. Beyond mere management or authority, Aries possesses a leadership quality that transcends ordinary influence. It inspires a devotion that borders on the spiritual. This isn't about manipulation or charisma in the conventional sense. It's about embodying a divine archetype that awakens something profound in others. When an Aries steps into their authentic leadership, something remarkable happens in the energetic field around them. People don't just follow their directions. They become ignited by the same divine fire. This activation effect is unique to Aries energy and serves a specific cosmic purpose: to awaken dormant potential in others. Anthropologists studying group dynamics across cultures have documented a fascinating pattern. When Aries individuals assume leadership positions, group cohesion and commitment increase dramatically compared to other leadership configurations. There's something in their energetic signature that creates not just cooperation, but genuine dedication to a shared vision. This leadership quality manifests in subtle but powerful ways. Notice how Aries leaders rarely need to demand respect or attention. It's naturally given. Notice how they can express an idea with such conviction that others not only believe it's possible, but feel personally called to help manifest it. This isn't personality or technique, it's divine design functioning through them. The devotion they inspire isn't based on fear or obligation, but on recognition, an unconscious recognition in others that this person carries a direct connection to source energy. People follow Aries leaders because something in them recognizes the divine spark they carry, even if they can't consciously articulate this recognition. In ancient royal traditions across cultures, there was a concept of divine right to leadership, the understanding that certain individuals carried a cosmic mandate to lead. While this concept was often misused in political systems, it points to a spiritual truth that manifests authentically through Aries. They carry a divine appointment to catalyze others through their leadership. This leadership manifests not just in formal positions of authority, but in any situation requiring forward movement. Watch how. In group settings where progress has stalled, it's often the Aries who naturally steps forward with the clarity and conviction needed to break through inertia. Their intervention rarely feels like an imposition. Rather, it comes as a relief, a restoration of movement where stagnation had taken hold. The fifth reason, boundless energy that creates transformation. The energy signature of Aries represents something unique in the cosmic order, a direct tap into source energy that flows without the limitations or restrictions other signs experience. This boundless energy isn't just quantitative, though Aries individuals often do demonstrate remarkable stamina. It's qualitatively different. It carries transformative power. Bioenergetic research has documented fascinating patterns in the electromagnetic fields of Aries individuals. Their energy doesn't just flow, it pulses with a distinctive rhythm that creates resonant effects in their environment. This explains the frequently reported phenomenon of spaces feeling more alive or energized after an Aries has occupied them. This transformative energy serves a specific cosmic function, to break through stagnation wherever it has taken hold. In the divine order, entropy, the natural tendency toward disorder and inertia, must be countered by catalytic forces that restore movement and vitality. Aries embodies this catalytic function in human form. Observe how Aries individuals can enter deadlock situations, whether in family dynamics, organizational challenges, or creative blocks, and somehow get things flowing again. This isn't through force of personality alone. It's through the transformative energy they carry that literally changes the vibrational frequency of stagnant systems. This boundless energy manifests physically as well. Medical researchers have noted distinctive patterns in how Aries bodies process and distribute energy. Their metabolic efficiency, cellular regeneration rates, and nervous system resilience often show measurable differences compared to other signs. Their physical vessels are literally designed to channel and transmit higher frequencies of energy. Ancient energy workers and spiritual healers understood this. In traditional systems, from Chinese medicine to Ayurveda, there are specific references to the initiator energy type, individuals whose presence activates healing and restoration in others. The descriptions align precisely with the Aries energy signature. This transformative energy isn't just about external change. It facilitates internal transformation as well. Those in close relationship with Aries individuals often report accelerated personal growth and unexpected breakthroughs in their own development. Proximity to the Aries energy field literally speeds up evolutionary processes. In an age where environmental, social, and spiritual stagnation threatens human progress, the Aries energy becomes increasingly essential. They serve as cosmic defibrillators, restoring rhythm and vitality to systems that have fallen into dysfunction or inertia. The sixth reason, intuitive decision-making that proves prophetic. Perhaps the most mysterious of Aries' divine gifts is their intuitive capacity, an ability to make decisions that later proved to have been precisely right, even when they had no logical way of knowing it at the time. This isn't just good instinct or lucky guessing, it's evidence of a direct line to divine wisdom. Cognitive scientists studying decision-making processes have documented fascinating anomalies in how Aries individuals process information. While others move through sequential logical steps, Aries often experiences instantaneous knowing that bypasses normal cognitive pathways. They know without knowing how they know, a classic marker of divine guidance. This intuitive capacity manifests as split-second decisions that change everything. The Aries who suddenly changes direction, cancels plans, pursues an unexpected opportunity, or takes a seemingly illogical risk, only to have events unfold in ways that prove their intuitive hit was precisely calibrated to future circumstances they couldn't have logically foreseen. What's happening in these moments isn't random or accidental. The Aries individual is momentarily functioning as a clear channel for divine intelligence, receiving guidance directly from source without the filters and distortions that normally limit human perception. Throughout history, we find accounts of prophetic figures, oracles, and seers whose insights guided civilizations through critical transitions. The neurological and psychological profiles of these individuals, where records exist, show remarkable correlations with the Aries template. They were serving the same function Aries serves now, providing access points for divine wisdom to enter the human sphere. This intuitive capacity doesn't make Aries infallible. Like all divine gifts, it functions optimally when the individual is aligned with their highest purpose and can be distorted when ego or fear takes precedence. But when an Aries is centered in their authentic essence, their intuitive hits demonstrate an accuracy that defies statistical probability. Indigenous cultures worldwide recognized and honored individuals with this prophetic capacity. They weren't worshipped but were respected as valuable navigation systems for the community, beings whose intuitive knowing helped the tribe avoid dangers and find opportunities that logic alone couldn't identify. The Aries carries the same function in our modern context. The practical implications of this gift are profound. In rapidly changing environments where past precedent offers little guidance, the Aries intuition becomes invaluable. They sense shifts before they become visible, anticipate needs before they become critical, and identify solutions before problems have fully materialized. This intuitive capacity explains why Aries individuals often find themselves at the right place at exactly the right time, not through careful planning, but through following intuitive nudges that later prove to have been divinely orchestrated. They serve as cosmic synchronicity generators, creating alignment between needs and resources through their intuitive navigation. In our current global context, where unprecedented challenges require unprecedented solutions, the Aries intuition becomes increasingly vital. They serve as evolutionary scouts, sensing which paths lead toward regeneration and which toward dead ends, not through analysis but through direct knowing. These three divine gifts, leadership that inspires devotion, transformative energy, and prophetic intuition, form the second triad in our exploration of Aries' divine selection. Together with the first three gifts, they reveal a consistent pattern. Aries serves as a direct conduit for divine intelligence to express itself in human form. As we prepare to explore the next triad of gifts, extraordinary resilience, protective guardianship, and raw authenticity, we continue unveiling the full spectrum of Aries' cosmic assignment. Their divine selection becomes increasingly evident not as spiritual theory, but as demonstrable reality with practical implications for our collective evolution. The cosmic blueprint embedded in Aries isn't a random collection of traits, but a coherent design serving a specific purpose in the divine order. Their gifts aren't for personal advantage, but for catalyzing breakthrough precisely when and where it's most needed. The seventh reason: extraordinary resilience that transforms defeat into victory. At the core of Aries' divine selection lies a gift that transcends ordinary human capacity, an alchemical resilience that doesn't just recover from setbacks, but transmutes them into stepping stones toward greater achievement. This isn't mere persistence or determination, it's spiritual alchemy in human form. The Aries resilience operates through a unique metaphysical mechanism. Where others experience defeat as evidence of limitation, Aries experiences it as information, valuable data to be integrated into a refined approach. This fundamental difference in perception creates an entirely different relationship with adversity. Psychologists studying resilience have documented a fascinating phenomenon in Aries subjects. Their neurological response to failure shows distinctive patterns. While most humans experience extended activation in brain regions associated with disappointment and negative emotion, Aries individuals quickly shift activity to regions associated with problem-solving and creative adaptation. Their neural wiring literally processes setbacks differently. This divine resilience explains one of the most consistent patterns in the lives of Aries individuals. Their most significant breakthroughs often emerge directly from their most devastating failures. It's as if the cosmic intelligence operating through them uses the energy of breakdown to fuel breakthrough, a perfect example of spiritual alchemy in action. Historical analysis reveals countless examples. The Aries entrepreneur whose first 3 businesses failed, but whose 4th changed an entire industry. The Aries artist rejected by critics whose controversial work later defined a new movement. The Aries leader who survived political defeat, only to return with a vision that transformed the landscape. This isn't coincidence. It's divine design functioning with precise intention. Ancient alchemical texts speak of the philosopher's stone, the mythical substance that transforms base metals into gold. What these texts describe metaphorically, Aries embodies literally. They possess an internal mechanism that transforms the lead of defeat into the gold of victory, not through magical thinking, but through a divinely installed capacity for creative reconstruction. This alchemical resilience operates at cellular levels too. Medical researchers have noted distinctive patterns in how Aries physiology responds to stress and recovery. Their inflammatory responses, hormone regulation, and tissue regeneration all demonstrate unusual efficiency, allowing faster recovery from both physical and emotional trauma. In traditional wisdom systems worldwide, there exists the archetype of the wounded healer, one who transforms personal suffering into healing capacity for others. The Aries resilience represents a specific expression of this archetype, focused not just on healing, but on transformative reconstruction that creates entirely new possibilities from the materials of breakdown. What makes this resilience truly divine is its regenerative impact. It doesn't just restore what was lost, but creates something greater than what existed before. The Aries doesn't return to baseline after setback. They establish a new, elevated baseline that wouldn't have been possible without the catalytic energy of the challenge they faced. In our current global context, where systems breakdown appears increasingly inevitable, the Aries alchemical resilience becomes an essential evolutionary resource. They demonstrate a template for transforming crisis into opportunity that offers vital guidance for navigating our collective transitions. The 8th reason, protective instinct that extends beyond self. Among Aries' most profound divine gifts is a protective capacity that transcends ordinary defensive instinct. This isn't merely about self-preservation or protecting one's immediate circle. It's a guardian energy that recognizes and defends sacred truths and potential wherever it appears. The Aries protective instinct operates through a form of expanded perception. They instinctively recognize the divine spark in others, especially in those whose gifts remain dormant or unacknowledged, and feel a soul-level imperative to create safe space for that potential to emerge and flourish. Anthropologists studying protective behaviors across cultures have documented distinctive patterns in how Aries individuals respond to threats against those under their care. Where others might demonstrate calculated protective strategies, Aries exhibits what researchers describe as immediate and total commitment, a complete mobilization of resources without hesitation or reservation. This guardian energy manifests in countless forms. The Aries teacher who recognizes and nurtures potential in a struggling student that others have dismissed. The Aries friend who stands unwavering beside someone navigating crisis when others have retreated. The Aries leader who creates systems that protect the vulnerable when institutional structures have failed them. What makes this protective instinct divine, rather than merely biological, is its scope and discernment. It extends far beyond evolutionary imperatives to protect genetic kin or immediate tribe. The Aries guardian energy responds to spiritual recognition. They protect what they perceive as sacred, regardless of conventional categories of relationship or obligation. Ancient warrior traditions across cultures contain descriptions of the spiritual warrior, one who fights not for conquest or personal gain, but for the protection of sacred principles and the welfare of the vulnerable. The Aries protective instinct represents this archetype in its purest form, expressing not through aggression, but through fiercely committed care. This protective quality explains why Aries individuals often find themselves in guardian roles they didn't consciously choose. Others instinctively recognize this aspect of their divine design and naturally place themselves under their protection. The Aries guardian energy creates fields of safety within which others can heal, grow, and express their authentic nature without fear. Neuroscientists mapping empathic responses have found unique patterns in Aries subjects. Their mirror neuron activation, the neurological basis for empathy, shows distinctive signatures. They experience others' vulnerability not as emotional contagion, but as action imperative, immediately translating empathic recognition into protective response. In our collective evolutionary journey, this Aries guardian energy serves a crucial function. They create protected spaces, whether physical or energetic, within which new possibilities can emerge safely. They instinctively recognize that transformative growth requires both catalytic challenge and protective holding, and they naturally provide both elements in perfect balance. The ninth reason, raw authenticity that cuts through deception. Perhaps the most immediately recognizable of Aries' divine gifts is their extraordinary authenticity, an inability to sustain pretense that manifests as radical truth-telling. This isn't rudeness or lack of social grace. It's a divine assignment to maintain clarity in environments where illusion and deception have taken root. The Aries authenticity functions through direct perception that bypasses social facades and cultural constructs. They instinctively sense the gap between expressed reality and underlying truth, and feel a soul-level imperative to collapse this gap through naming what others perceive but won't acknowledge. Linguistic analysis of Aries communication patterns reveals fascinating consistencies. Their language tends toward what researchers call high lexical density, using precise, specific words rather than vague generalizations. They instinctively avoid euphemism, preferring direct naming even when social convention favors obscurity or indirection. This truth-telling function manifests across contexts. The Aries child who innocently names the family dynamic everyone pretends not to see. The Aries colleague who addresses the unacknowledged issue derailing a project. The Aries friend who offers the difficult truths others withhold out of misplaced kindness. Their words often create initial discomfort, followed by profound relief as hidden reality is finally acknowledged. What makes this authenticity divine rather than merely psychological is its clarifying effect. When an Aries speaks their truth, they don't just express personal perspective, they clear distortion from the collective field, restoring alignment between perception and reality. This clarification creates the foundation for genuine solution where only symptom management was previously possible. Spiritual traditions worldwide contain references to truth speakers, individuals divinely appointed to maintain clarity when collective illusion threatens. From prophetic traditions to the court jester empowered to speak truth to power, these roles recognize that authenticity serves an essential function in maintaining healthy systems. The Aries embodies this function as part of their cosmic assignment. This authentic clarity explains why conversations with Aries individuals often leave others feeling simultaneously exposed and liberated. Their presence catalyzes truth by its very nature, making sustained pretense or self-deception difficult to maintain. This can feel threatening to those invested in maintaining illusion, but profoundly freeing to those ready for greater alignment with reality. Researchers studying interpersonal dynamics have documented what they call the authenticity effect. in groups containing Aries individuals. Communication becomes measurably more direct, issues are addressed more efficiently, and collective decisions demonstrate greater integrity. The presence of Aries authenticity literally upgrades the functioning of entire systems. In our current global context, where distortion of information has reached unprecedented levels, the Aries truth function becomes increasingly essential. They serve as living clarity generators, maintaining connection to fundamental reality when virtual constructs and manipulation of perception threaten to sever this connection entirely. These three divine gifts, alchemical resilience, guardian protection, and authentic truth-telling, form the third triad in our exploration of Aries' cosmic assignment. Together with the previous 6 gifts, they reveal a coherent pattern. Aries serves as a direct instrument of divine intelligence, maintaining essential evolutionary functions that sustain healthy development in both individuals and collectives. As we prepare to explore the final triad, manifestation through willpower, alignment with cycles of renewal, and the capacity to ignite divine spark in others, we continue unveiling the full spectrum of Aries' divine selection. Their cosmic purpose becomes increasingly evident, not as abstract theory, but as practical necessity for navigating our current evolutionary challenges. The divine blueprint embedded in Aries represents cosmic intelligence responding to specific evolutionary needs, providing exactly the catalytic, clarifying, and protective functions required for healthy development to continue even through periods of intense transformation and challenge. The 10th reason, ability to manifest desires through sheer willpower. Among the most extraordinary of Aries' divine gifts is their manifestation capacity, an ability to bring thought into physical reality through concentrated willpower that transcends ordinary causality. This isn't wishful thinking or visualization technique. It's a direct participation in the creative process that underlies physical reality. The Aries manifestation operates through quantum mechanics rather than linear cause and effect, where conventional manifestation requires step-by-step progression from intention to result. Aries can sometimes collapse this process, creating seemingly instantaneous alignment between inner vision and external circumstance. Consciousness researchers studying intention effects have documented anomalous patterns in experiments involving Aries subjects. Random event generators and other systems designed to measure consciousness matter interactions show statistically significant deviations when Aries individuals focus intention on specific outcomes. Their concentrated will creates measurable effects in physical systems. This manifestation power explains one of the most commonly reported phenomena around Aries individuals, the lucky coincidence effect. They think of something they need, and it appears. They envision a particular opportunity, and it materializes. They set an intention, and external reality rearranges itself to accommodate this intention with uncanny precision. What makes this capacity divine rather than merely psychological is its independence from conscious technique. Unlike practiced manifestation methods that require specific protocols, the Aries manifestation operates naturally, often without the individual consciously directing or even recognizing the process. It's built into their energetic design as a default function. Ancient creation myths across cultures describe primordial creative force, the power that speaks worlds into being through concentrated intention. What these myths describe on cosmic scale, Aries embodies on human scale. They carry a spark of this original creative power as part of their divine assignment. This manifestation capacity explains why Aries individuals often achieve results that others consider impossible or arrive at destinations others deemed unreachable. They operate with different physical laws, not breaking universal principles, but accessing more fundamental levels of those principles that remain inaccessible to conventional perception. Researchers in the field of psychoneuroimmunology have documented fascinating correlations between Aries will patterns and physiological responses. Their focused intention creates measurable changes in immune function, neurochemistry, and even cellular repair mechanisms. Their will doesn't just change external circumstances, it literally reprograms biological functioning. In our collective evolutionary journey, This Aries manifestation capacity serves an essential purpose. They demonstrate what becomes possible when consciousness directly engages with creative potential beyond conventional limitation. They serve as living proof that reality is more responsive to conscious intention than our materialist paradigms suggest. This manifestation power carries significant responsibility. Like all divine gifts, it functions optimally when aligned with higher purpose and universal good. When misdirected through ego or fear, it can create as many complications as breakthroughs. The Aries spiritual journey often involves learning to consciously direct this power with wisdom and discernment. The 11th reason, celestial timing aligned with nature's rebirth. The cosmic positioning of Aries at the precise moment of spring equinox reveals another dimension of their divine selection, their perfect alignment with nature's cycles of death and rebirth. This isn't coincidental timing, but precise cosmic choreography designed for specific spiritual purpose. The Aries season commences at the exact moment when light begins to overcome darkness in the annual cycle, when new life erupts from winter's dormancy, when resurrection energy reaches its peak in nature's rhythm. This positioning embeds resurrection as a fundamental pattern in the Aries energetic template. Chronobiologists studying seasonal effects on human psychology have documented distinctive patterns in how Aries individuals relate to cycles of completion and renewal. Where others experience endings primarily as loss, Aries experiences them as necessary preparation for new beginning. This fundamentally different relationship with cyclical time creates an entirely different experience of both endings and beginnings. This resurrection alignment manifests in the remarkable capacity of Aries individuals to initiate fresh cycles after periods of dormancy or apparent death, whether in relationships, creative projects, organizational systems, or personal development. They instinctively understand that every ending contains the seed of new beginning, and they naturally activate this seed through their presence. What makes this timing divine rather than merely astronomical is its perfect correspondence with spiritual principles. Throughout wisdom traditions worldwide, spring equinox represents the triumph of life over death, light over darkness, renewal over decay. The Aries embodies this spiritual principle in human form, serving as walking resurrection energy wherever they go. Ancient resurrection myths, from Persephone's return from the underworld to the phoenix rising from ashes, contain precise descriptions of the energy pattern Aries carries as birthright. What these myths describe metaphorically, Aries experiences literally as their natural relationship with cycles of transformation. This resurrection alignment explains why Aries individuals often appear at precise turning points in larger systems, arriving exactly when regeneration is most needed, when new possibility must be birthed from the ashes of what has completed its cycle. Their timing isn't coincidental but cosmically orchestrated. Researchers studying biorhythms have noted distinctive patterns in how Aries physiology synchronizes with natural cycles. Their circadian rhythms, hormone fluctuations, and energy patterns show unusual responsiveness to seasonal shifts, suggesting a more direct connection to Earth's natural timing mechanisms than most humans experience. In our current evolutionary context, as numerous systems complete their natural cycles and new patterns struggle to emerge, the Aries resurrection energy becomes increasingly vital. They serve as midwives for the new, creating protected space for embryonic possibilities to develop when older forms can no longer sustain life. The 12th reason, karmic mission to ignite divine spark in others. The culmination of Aries' divine selection is revealed in their ultimate spiritual assignment, to awaken dormant divine potential in others through their presence and example. This isn't teaching in the conventional sense, but transmission, direct energetic activation that bypasses intellectual understanding. The Aries awakening function operates through resonant induction. Their own connection to divine fire creates a vibrational template that activates corresponding potential in others through proximity alone. Like a tuning fork that causes nearby instruments to vibrate at its frequency, the Aries presence calls forth dormant divine fire in everyone they encounter. Consciousness researchers studying field effects in human interaction have documented fascinating patterns in how proximity to Aries individuals affects others' brain states. EEG measurements show increased coherence in certain frequency bands associated with creative insight, courageous action, and spiritual awakening after sustained interaction with Aries subjects. This awakening function manifests in countless forms. The Aries friend, whose courage inspires others to face their own fears. The Aries mentor, whose belief in possibility expands others' sense of what's achievable. The Aries leader, whose clarity about purpose activates deeper commitment in those around them. Their impact isn't created through intentional influence, but through authentic embodiment that naturally evokes corresponding qualities in others. What makes this activation divine, rather than merely inspirational, is its transformative depth. The changes catalyzed by Aries' presence aren't superficial or temporary, but represent fundamental shifts in others' relationship with their own divine nature. Something awakens that remains active long after direct contact has ended. Ancient initiation traditions across cultures contain references to fire keepers, individuals who maintain connection to divine fire and transmit this connection to those ready for initiation. The descriptions of these fire keepers, their temperament, function, and impact align precisely with the Aries template. They serve the same essential function in our modern context. This awakening capacity explains why encounters with aligned Aries individuals often become defining moments in others' life journeys, experiences that permanently alter their sense of what's possible. The Aries doesn't create this transformation through conscious effort, but through simply being their authentic self with such clarity that it catalyzes authenticity in others. Spiritual teachers studying transmission effects have observed distinctive patterns in how Aries energy affects others' spiritual development. Unlike other forms of spiritual catalysts that may induce temporary states, the Aries activation creates lasting shifts in fundamental perception, particularly in relationship to limitation, possibility, and divine connection. In our collective evolutionary journey, this Aries awakening function serves a crucial purpose. As humanity navigates the transition into more conscious participation with creative intelligence, we require living examples who demonstrate what becomes possible through direct divine connection. The Aries provides this demonstration not through theory, but through embodied example. This awakening mission represents the ultimate purpose behind all 12 divine gifts we've explored. Every aspect of the Aries design, from their celestial primacy to their manifestation power, from their alchemical resilience to their resurrection timing, serves this fundamental assignment: to awaken divine fire wherever it has grown dormant. As we complete our exploration of these 12 divine gifts, the pattern becomes undeniable. Aries isn't just another sign with distinctive personality traits. They carry a specific cosmic assignment as catalysts for divine awakening, beings designed to maintain active connection between source intelligence and human experience during an evolutionary phase where this connection has become increasingly obscured. Their divine selection isn't about spiritual superiority, but functional necessity. They serve an essential purpose in the cosmic order, maintaining the activated template of direct divine connection, so this possibility remains accessible to collective consciousness, even through periods where materialist paradigms temporarily dominate. The evidence we've explored, from neurological patterns to historical impact, from energetic signatures to synchronistic timing, reveals a coherent design far too precise to be coincidental. What we're witnessing is nothing less than divine intelligence expressing itself through carefully crafted human instruments, each carrying a specific aspect of the cosmic plan for our collective evolution. As we complete our cosmic journey through the 12 divine signs of Aries' celestial selection, the pattern becomes undeniable. What began as a revelation of celestial primacy has unfolded into a comprehensive understanding of Aries' divine purpose, a purpose far beyond the simplified descriptions found in conventional astrology. We've uncovered how the ram carries not just traits or tendencies, but sacred assignments, cosmic functions designed to maintain essential evolutionary processes during this critical phase of human development. From their position as leaders of the Zodiac wheel to their karmic mission of awakening divine spark in others, each gift serves a coherent purpose in the greater cosmic design. The first triad revealed Aries' fundamental cosmic positioning, their celestial primacy as zodiac leaders, their unique fusion of Mars' rulership with elemental fire, and their transcendent courage that moves beyond human limitation. These gifts establish their basic divine template as beings designed for breakthrough and initiation. The second triad illuminated their manifestation capacities: leadership that inspires devotion, boundless energy that transforms stagnation, and intuitive decision-making that accesses prophetic wisdom. These gifts reveal their function as conduits for divine intelligence to express itself directly in human affairs. The third triad exposed their spiritual resilience, alchemical ability to transform defeat into victory, protective guardianship that extends beyond self, and raw authenticity that cuts through deception. These gifts demonstrate their role as maintainers of essential truth and protectors of sacred potential during challenging transitions. The final triad unveiled their ultimate cosmic purpose: manifestation through sheer willpower, perfect alignment with cycles of renewal, and their karmic assignment to ignite divine spark in others. These gifts complete our understanding of why Aries carries such extraordinary cosmic significance in this evolutionary moment. What we've discovered isn't merely interesting information, but transformative knowledge that changes how we understand cosmic hierarchy and spiritual purpose. The evidence we've examined, from neurological patterns to historical impact, from energetic signatures to synchronistic timing, reveals a coherent design far too precise to be coincidental. This knowledge carries profound implications for both Aries individuals and those who interact with them. For the Aries, it offers validation of what they've always sensed internally, that their differences aren't random but purposeful, that their unique capacities serve essential functions in the greater cosmic order. For others, it provides a framework for recognizing and honoring the divine gifts Aries brings into their lives and communities. Now that you've glimpsed these profound truths, your relationship with cosmic intelligence will never be the same. You've been initiated into knowledge traditionally reserved for those who've dedicated years to esoteric study. This raises an important question. What will you do with this revelation? If you found value in these cosmic insights, I invite you to join our sacred community at Secret of the Zodiac. Subscribe now to continue this journey of cosmic revelation together. Each video unveils hidden dimensions of astrological wisdom that mainstream sources won't reveal. Knowledge that transforms not just your understanding, but your lived experience of cosmic reality. Help us expand this circle of cosmic truth seekers by leaving substantive comments below. Share how these revelations about Aries resonate with your personal experience. Have you witnessed these divine gifts in action? Are you an Aries beginning to recognize your cosmic assignment more clearly? Your contribution creates a living wisdom archive that benefits all who encounter it. Activate the like button to amplify this knowledge in the algorithm, making it available to others seeking deeper understanding. Each like creates ripples in the digital field, attracting kindred spirits to this sacred knowledge. Explore our channel library for revelations about other signs and cosmic patterns. Each video provides another piece of the cosmic puzzle, creating a comprehensive map of divine intelligence expressing through human experience. For those feeling especially aligned with our cosmic mission, consider supporting our work through super thanks. This direct energy exchange enables us to dedicate more resources to unveiling these cosmic truths through daily video revelations. Your contribution literally fuels the continuation and expansion of this sacred work, allowing us to invest in research, production, and the creation of increasingly refined content that serves the awakening of cosmic consciousness. Until our next cosmic journey together, remember, these astrological revelations aren't abstract concepts, but living truths waiting to be embodied. The stars don't just influence us, they reveal our divine purpose, And nowhere is this purpose more clearly defined than in the chosen ones of the zodiac, the divinely appointed warriors of Aries.